everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing 4 float fishing character. Today, I am over at Bear going for some carp in a different spot than usual. This spot does have a pretty far clip, so I'm not going to be able to get quite as far out as you could if you could cast. But starting off with a nice 7.2 kilo grassy. I did have a nibble on rod 2 before I got started as well, but it was just a nibble. It didn't turn out to be a bite. I've only been here for just a second, so we'll go over our setups here in a second. Tiny roach here on the bottom rod. On the bottom rod, I've got small hooks and red worm going for whatever I can get. On both of the float rods, I've got cocoa and cream 16 pop-ups with either 1 or 2 corn. Rod 1 only has 1 corn, rod 2 has 2. And then I've got cocoa and cream dip as well too. I only have 28 dip, so I don't have a whole lot of dip to start with today. I need to actually go buy some between episodes, but that's kind of what I'm going with here. Both of them have size 1 hooks. I could probably go a little bit bigger on the hooks, but especially since I'm not able to cast out quite as far as I'd like to, because I am using telesticks, I went with that. I've got both of the float rods at a 1.75 meter depth, so 1 3/4, and that it is Tuesday, but that grassy that we caught was a weekly record for the U.S. 500-gram bream. That'll be a fish piece, hopefully. I need to switch the float on rod 1 over to the waggler. I forgot to do that. That's just because it makes it a little bit easier to see when a fish is nibbling on it. Really puts more of the fish gets nibble on it because the current float on rod 2 or rod 1 is so small that they can move it around a lot easier. Apologies if any snoring dog noises make it through. He got to play with his friends earlier and even stole a tennis ball and crushed it. So he had a good time. Got to play to keep away with his friends for the 4-legged variety. And really the bottom rod here is just bonus fish. Hoping to get rough and things like that at night, but during the day, small roaches might get some bream, might get sleepers. If anything, I'm debating putting a big hook on and night crawlers to see if we can get some sleepers. And apologies if my voice gets a little scratchy. Everyone I know is getting sick as the summer ends, so even though I don't go into the office, half my team was sick on our daily team meeting today. And another friend of mine that I talk to almost every day on the dog walk was not feeling well. So it is what it is there. I think there might be a nibble on too. That's why I stopped. Little perch there. Nibble on 1. Come on, fish. I may have made a mistake there. I didn't pull it enough good now. Oh! Unfortunate. At least the 4-legged thing waited until after I pulled out to roll upside down. Not mess up my possible hooking of a fish there. He's got his head trying to go into my lap on top of the laptop. He's a happy dog. Had to go for a good WLK earlier. Now gets to roll upside down, sleep. And it's been nice at night, so he's got to sleep with the window open with his head up on the windowsill. Come on. Got it. $5.974 grassy. And while I have it out, let's switch over to the waggler. Don't have them crossed. I still haven't ground up ground bait to get a higher level there to be able to use ground bait with pellets. So got to do that this weekend, honestly. Honestly, didn't even think about it until right now. Oh, there was a fish on there and it gave up. Oh, failed. There was supposedly there was a reboot last night. There was no client side patch. I don't know if there actually was a reboot or not. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. Ah, I got greedy. I thought I messed the bite up a little bit when I picked it up. It's interesting that Rod 1's been getting the bites and Rod 2 hasn't seen anything yet. I may go ahead and just recast too. I don't think there's anything on with 3 yet. Did hear the jingle jangle, obviously. Now there's something on 3. Tiny roach. Let's see what happens if we go to big hooks and night crawlers. This may be dumb. I will fully admit that. But we'll see. Hoping to get sleepers by doing that. Or maybe a perch. Checked a couple of other places. I was going to go do some carp fishing at Oldberg, but it was thunderstorming and did not want to deal with that. Although potentially trying to get Neil there might have been a smart choice, but not worth it. If anything, I do that off camera and record if I hook something. I know the rain does horrible things for compression. Makes the videos low quality, that type of thing. Nibbling on one again. Patience, Tucker. Patience. Wait for it. Wait for it. Still waiting. Still waiting. Getting closer. Still playing with its food. Still playing with its food. This is where having a little bit of a heavier float would be good because of using Tele sticks. I've got to use basically the lightest waggler possible. Come on. You can do it, fish. No. Okay, good fish. Stay there, fish. Come on. Keep nibbling and take it. Take it. You know you want to. You know you want to, fishy. Great. Now I got both rods going. Oh. I think I missed two, and I think whatever was nibbling on one gave up. Yep. That's unfortunate. It's back. Do here. Bottom rod doing the jingle jangles. 4.216 kilo grassy. And there is a fish on 3. Good. And bigger roach, but still a smaller roach. Someone is very worn out trying to chase stuff while laying on his back upside down. Sometimes I wish I could dream like that. Another nibble on one. Got it. Another decent grassy. 6.012, 3600 XP. This continues today, may be a decent silver and XP day. And I do expect carp fishing to be a little bit slower than a fish per minute, partially because you tend to get bigger fish. So we're 16 minutes in. I got 10 fish, or 5 of them markers, 4 carp. Not too bad. Even folks I see using PVA are getting 20 to 30 fish a minute. 20 to 30 fish a minute. 20 to 30 fish an hour here. So I can't complain. Not using PVA, not using ground bait, using Tele sticks. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. And only having 2 Tele sticks instead of 3. And again, kind of my future plans for this character are to get ground bait up to 60%. I think we're like 35, 36% right now. So get that ground up a little bit so that we can toss some ground bait out here and hopefully get a little bit better action. And then start saving up for match rods. I need to calculate up exactly what I need to be able to afford 2 of them at level 26, or at least 2 of them at level 26. Obviously, we still have a ways to go before we're at level 26. Looks like 526,000 away from 25. So, got a long ways to go there. Patience. Patience. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, did you run away, fishy? Nope. Now it might have. Nope. Game's listening to me. I thought that was going to happen. Got a little too aggressive there. Wake up, stare at me for a second, roll even further upside down. Stretch the neck out. Sometimes I wish I was a dog. And now he's in broken dog mode. Head at a 90-degree angle from the rest of his body. Smashed up on my elbow. It's nibbling. It's not on yet. is. Uh-oh. Keep in mind, this is a very small rod and reel. This is only a 5 kilo reel, so. And it might even be about a 4.5 at this point. Not sure how worn it is. Good news is bear is pretty small, so it's hard to get spooled. But I think I only have 100 meters of line. But I'm going to win. Ooh, it's a leather carp? Mirror carp? What are you? Yeah, a little mirror carp. 1.7, not even a marker, so that'll be fish bait pieces. Fish pieces as bait. There we go. Come on, fishy fish. Curious about the grassies I caught. I know at least one of them was a weekly record. Kind of towards the bottom, surprisingly. Surprised to see Octuba up there as some of the top. Go to the end of the couch, lay down, plop your head right on the armrest as a pillow. It's good to be a dog. Come on, fishy fish. I'm debating what I want to do at night on the bottom rod. Am I going to want to go to small hooks and red worm again? So we'll see. That's what's going through my head right now. Wind has picked up a little bit. Gone up a mile per second. Meter per second. Did it again. There's the nibble. Come on, fishy fish. Keep going. Don't give up now. Good fish. Good fish. Wait for it. Wait for it. Don't give up. Don't give up, fishy. Good fish. Don't give up. Come on, fish. Take it. Don't. Okay, good fish. Good fish. Still not on. Now, smaller grassy. 2.692, but still a marker. I'll take it. That's what I want. Long fish. Kind of glad I switched to the bigger hooks on the bottom rod with the bottom rod through the day, just to limit the amount of small fish and the amount of time my eyes were not on floats. Come on, fishy fish. Again, have a little bit of work to do tonight. Luckily, not too much, but it's the way of life. I'm used to it. So it's 7:45 my time right now. I got time. Might have just scared that one off. I did. I won't be able to drag it. Nope, I'm gonna need to recast. Oh, I'm okay with this amount of drag being pulled. Not okay with that amount. I actually stopped reeling for a second there. part of the reason it was pulling a lot of drag there as I was moving over. I thought I saw a bite on rod 1. But I think, and now there is a nibble. How to burn up a friction brake with Tucker. 1, use a small rod at bear. 2, put a big hook on it. 3, profit. Oh. Good news is I am making progress on it right now. Still have good ways to go, though. Probably about 20 meters out. Probably around 15-ish now. I think I have 100 meters of line on. That's what I'm using. And it pretty much fills up the entire reel circle. Probably around 10. Yep, it's worn out. Sometimes I'll talk about a dead fish as you're reeling it in. This is a dead fish. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. I done killed it. Maybe hard to see because it's in the weeds, but it's just floating there on its side, on its back. .413 mirror carp on the entry level rod. I'm kind of impressed with that. That was a nice fish. And again, that's a 5.4 kilo reel at best. And I think it's pretty worn out. I was a little bit worried about this fish. If you didn't realize by me dragging out the word 5 there, 8.695. Nice grassy. 5200 XP. It's evidently a little bit shallower over there on the left. It's still sliding down the bank a little bit. It may turn out to be okay. Nope. Yeah, nope. Again, after he cast, I knew that was a little bit close to the grassy stuff. Kind of figured there'd be a little bit of a cliff there. Yeah, nice mirror. Nice grassy. All right, I'm curious. How worn out is this reel? Mechanism's 8%. Friction brake's only 5% worn, so I think it's 5.4. So it's really like a 5.2, 5.1 at this point. My line's actually less than that. Not really the best place to be there, but I'll take that. I'm happy. And I'm not surprised that mirror carp was able to run for a bit either. Do dig, eat, drink. And let's go ahead and switch this over to try and get some rough. I want to go small hook. We'll go 24. We'll go back to red worm. We only have 52 of those, so we're getting low again too. And we'll cast it off over that way. That was a weird sound for me. I don't know if it was just my headset lagging or what. Almost sounded like I double clicked the flashlight button. No, it was not. I pulled it right out of the fish's mouth. Probably a fish mouth attached to that hook. And there's the weekly record grassy. Nibble, nibble. Nibble, nibble. Definitely fish. And it looks like a baby chub. Yep. Had a nibble pretty early on there on 3, but I don't think it's actually a fish. It's actually a fish. Baby bream. Yeah, a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, actually. Fish piece bream. Fish. Here's the rough I was aiming for. 60 gram. Come on, fish. Take one of the floats. You know you want to. That's a fat crucian. $4.99. Not really what I expected to catch, but I ain't gonna complain. I'm gonna respond to a quick email here. What do we have here on the bottom rod? Looks like a decent rough. 59 gram rough. Come on, fish. Another rough? Think so. Might be smaller though. Yeah. Only 26 grams. Oh, hiccup. Come on, fish. Come on, fishy. I don't know if dog snores getting into the microphone or not, but a little bit loud dog snores. Sometimes those would actually get on conference calls, but I don't have the same mic or the gate settings on conference calls. Zoom does a pretty decent job of stripping out dog noises. Teams, on the other hand, doesn't. At least that's been my experience. Come on, fish. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, snory snore. Ow. The knee just popped. Almost feels like it's about to rain. As far as I know, that's not the case, but my knee's doing the pain like it's going to rain type thing. I've got tendonitis in my knee. When I was in sixth grade, I was playing rec league volleyball, basketball. There's the word I'm looking for. And stress fractured my knee and walked around on it for a year before. Walked around on it, played catcher in baseball for a year and a half before he finally figured out what happened. And by then it had basically healed. But because I walked on it weird for a while, I got tendonitis, and then they put me in a brace that didn't really help anything for the tendonitis. Actually made things worse almost. But I'm 40 and I can still feel when rain's coming because of that, and because of shoulder injuries as well too. Looks like it's not gonna rain. Only a 4% chance. That's the weatherman just trying to cover their butt so they're not lying. Looks like mid next week we got a chance for some rain. Perfect while I'm off that 4-letter W word. That's when it always rains. But probably a little bit early to tell anyway. Nope. Too early. Oh. Oh. We're okay. I'm surprised a fish this size is going after a size 24 hook. I think it's a big old bream. 2 kilo bream, 1.33. I'd be lying if I said I expected that. 22 and still 22. I was curious if pulling this out is going to use a dip or not. Does not look like it did. Good. I just figured those both had been sitting out there for a while and nothing, so might as well do a quick recast, kind of reset them. Get the game to realize they're out there. I honestly don't know if that does anything. It just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm trying. Doug has snored ever since I got him. Funny. Even on the way home from I got him at the local animal shelter. And on the way home, he passed out in the back. I bought a dog bed on the way to go get him because my old one, I had an old dog, 14-year-old dog. And when he passed, I went ahead and got rid of that dog bed. So I stopped to grab a new dog bed because I was pretty sure I was going to come home with this dog. And he got into the back of the truck. He absolutely did not enjoy being caged up and got in the back seat of my truck and just fell asleep on the 20-minute ride home. And probably 5 minutes after he got in the truck, he was out cold, snoring like this. I think he had kind of decided that I'd be a good person or it was worth whatever happened to him. And turns out it was a good thing for him. Pretty sure his previous owner, all I know is it was a female. I'm guessing it was kind of a younger female that got a dog that looked cool, but was told it wouldn't get too big, and it's now an 80-pound dog. Ooh, what do we have here? Big old mirror carp. That's a nice fish. 7.125 mirror carp, 3100 XP on the float. But got a dog as a puppy that he was told wouldn't get too big and turned out to be an 80-pound dog, and she could not control him at all. I'm guessing she probably lived in a apartment, and the dog I have is known for high energy. It's was bred to be a hunting dog in the southeast in the United States to hunt boars in the bayou. Very, very active dog, and she could not control him. Took a little bit, and they're also known for being very, very stubborn dogs. And he's very much an alpha dog, but he's learning. He's figuring it out that it's a good thing to be with me and to listen to me. He's the type of dog that you have to convince him that he wants to do something. You don't really give him a lot of commands. But as soon as you convince him it's the right thing, he immediately does what you want him to do. And he's still somewhat of a puppy. He's just over 2 years old. 2 years and almost 3 months. I didn't realize we're already 56 minutes in. Just looked up and that kind of surprised me. Yeah, nice nice mirror carp. That was a weekly record. Oh wow. Water body record mirror carp and weekly record mirror carp for Telestick. I will take that. That one caught me by surprise. Pretty reasonable. Beat fishing pole dancer. That's a well-known name. See that name all the time. I will take that. And then if I look at weekly record mirror carp, I am solidly on top there. Granted, it's only Tuesday evening, and the weekly records reset on Sundays, but I will take that. You need to eat a couple carrots. We'll go for another minute or so. I don't have too far to run to go sell everything. I will probably not put rod one back in the water though if I catch something, just because we're so close to the end. I don't know. If I think about real life, tossing a boilie and into the water would use dip and would basically render that boilie useless, because think of a boilie kind of like a fish cookie. So once it gets wet, it's going to slowly disintegrate. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. No, don't give up, fishy. Don't give up. I think it gave up. Yep, it gave up. Oh well. Had a pretty decent run today. So 24 fish. I can cut up 1, 2, 3 of them. So that'll leave me 21 fish. Here's the campsite. I don't know why I was following the trail, because it's the wrong trail. This is the right one. So 21 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are not markers. I'm going to say 130 silver. 97. A little bit lower than I thought. That big old mirror carp is not worth near as much as I thought it would be. Thought that would have been 15 silver. Not horrible. We did get a water body record, so I'll take that. But we're up to 1568 on the silver, so we'll be back again tomorrow over on the spin character, and we'll see you then. Bye bye now.